Oh, good evening, everybody. This is Johnny Seville with your executive summary for stock setups for Tuesday, the 11th of April. So, take a look at the S&P. It's basically doing nothing. This is a weird start to the month. I haven't seen open range go sideways like this without a break one way or the other for quite a while. So, again, we're still no open range signal either direction. We look at the high yield bonds. You can see that basically looks almost exactly the same. High yield bonds have just been moving sideways. We just wait for this seems to be taking a while. There we go. So high yield bonds moving sideways, and we'll have a look at stocks above or below that 50-day moving average within the S&P 500. You can see that there is currently we ran up and hit this resistance zone. And again, looks like this does lead to more of a negative signal for the market, given that we're in an expanding range downward channel, which indicates bearish moves. So 49% of stocks above their 50-day moving average. So again, the market's kind of in a lock of consolidation. Let's have a look at the stocks. Now, I hope you all were able to attend our trading room on Thursday night. We talked about 3 possible long day trades for Friday, which had some epic moves. AKTX, massive Friday. It's opened at $14, rallied all the way up to $18.80. So huge move there. So excellent day trade long. Hope you were able to take advantage of that. NYMX was the next one. NYMX pulled back on Friday and started another potential incline today. I'd be keeping my eye on this one. If it starts to break through this 450 resistance, I'd be looking at a possible long trade here. But that's on my watch list for tomorrow and for the rest of the week. And the other really big mover was CLNT. CLNT opened at 661 on Friday and rallied all the way up to 1050. So again, awesome, almost 100% move intraday. So again, those were our day trade setups for from Thursday night for Friday's trading, and now we move into having a look at some of our new potential setups for tomorrow. Okay, so let's go to our first long, BW, and this is Babcock and Wilcox. It's been on my momentum scan for the last little while on my watch list. It kind of has that same type of fallen angel type formation that we look for, and as you can see, it's got this nice rounded bottom. It just needs to break through this kind of sharp reversal area here, which it did intraday today. So I'd be looking for a break of 956 and looking at a first target of 1153 here, and I'd be looking at a stop signal of 883. This one also does have insider buying activity as well, so that's obviously helps it. So there's the fallen angel. The next one is a BLDP. This one is actually from the flag scan, and you can see there's lots of big volume here. They've secured a new contract recently, which has been one of the protagonists to the rally. And as you can see, if we take a look at the weekly chart, there's some long-term momentum potential here, which looks quite attractive. So I'm looking at this as a longer-term possible play, looking for a break of 283 or a pullback to 270. I look at a stop criteria at 247, so obviously there's a larger stop loss percentage there, so I'd be position sizing based on a lower level of capital given there's a higher percentage of risk. But I'm looking at a target one as much as 434 here, so there's lots of upside potential, so that the risk-reward ratio is really obviously what we look at there. The next one, BZUN. So by the way, you can see there's that nice breakout from resistance here. Okay, so the next one is BZUN. Baozun ads. It's again, this one's actually got I like on the weekly chart. You can see it's got this weekly possible flag formation where we rallied up. The volume changed here from 536,000 on that week to the next week was 2.75 million. So there's the beginning of our flag. Rallied up, downward consolidation channel, and then from that we're now forming a kind of a ascending triangle formation. So looking at a extension from that breakout, that gives us the target up here of around 24. So I'm looking at this as an entry criteria of a break of 1703, and looking at a target. Well, the first place I'd be cognizant of, where I'd want to update the stop loss, would be 1856, and the second target 2387, and I'd look at a stop criteria of 1572. So giving these ones some room to move, because these are looking at these more on the weekly chart. So again, more opportunity. So I'd give it a bit more room, but obviously consider your position sizes, so you're not risking more than you can afford to lose, or was within your risk management strategy. And I'll whoops. Okay. And the other one on my watch list, I'm not ready to trade this yet. It still just seems to be forming its it's just forming up what is probably the flag. But EVRI had a monster move today. 884,000 shares on Friday, 4.38 million today. This could certainly be at the beginning of a strong rally point, so we'll be keeping our eye on that tomorrow as well. And of course, day traders may be able to get some action out of that also to the upside tomorrow. So there's another one on the watch. Okay, in terms of the short setups, ADI is a semiconductor company. This one looking interesting, looks valid now. If it breaks the low of today's candle, you can see there's a kind of momentum coming into play. This is an upward channel formation that you can see. I'll just take all these moving averages off for the moment. So we've got momentum to the downside, and you can see the that upward channel that it's kind of coming down from. So this looks interesting for a break below the low of today's candle. I look at a stop criteria of 82.33, which is just above where this broke down from, and a target of 65.31. So the low here would be 79.19, so look at a break of 79.13. Okay, next one is Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza has recently been having, I guess it's rumors of a Q1 sales have been worse than expected, so the stock's been taking a bit of a dive with a significant volume from 401,000 shares on Thursday to 2.8 million on Friday, 1.14 million on Monday. So as you can see, the candles are contracting, so there could be a rally back up here. But again, I look at this as there's got insider selling as well. I'd be looking at an entry around this area here. So just maybe underneath, you have to look at it during the day, either kind of 175, it may get up to as much as 176, but anywhere in that area or below. I'd look at a target of 153, and I'd be looking at a stop of 182. Well, as soon as we started breaking down lower here, then we can start, you'd be able to probably quickly start reducing that protective stop criteria lower once the little bit of oscillation around these last two candles subsides. And last on the list is MSM. This one is also having a nice breakdown with some very strong money flow decline. As you can see, this is also from the last few are actually all from the bear flag scan, and I'd be looking at this as a break below today's low. They'll be looking at a stop criteria of 97.84, and looking at a target. Again, the first target would be where I would look to adjust the stop criteria, which is 88.17, and the real target would be a drop down to this 61.8 Fibonacci at 83.67. So there you go. Now we're really looking at these kind of most aggressive stocks in the market of low volatility. We want to find the stocks that are doing their own thing. So don't miss the rest of the alerts this week. Make sure you're signed up to receive these on an ongoing basis, you can do that at acornwealthcorp.com/gold. Only $9 for a month, and that'll allow you to obviously continue to receive these for the rest of the week and access to our live trading rooms. To everyone else, we'll be seeing you again tomorrow night in the live trading room and tomorrow's executive summary. Have a wonderful night. Happy trading.